Hi, I'm Joelle Orrock, and I'm a coordinator in the Prevention and Early Intervention Department here at the Sacramento County Office of Education. I want to bring the very important issue of fentanyl awareness to your attention. With us to share information about fentanyl awareness is a special guest from the Sierra Sacramento Valley Medical Society, Lauren Werner. Lauren is one of the county's key experts and trainers around the issue of opioid overdose and the concerns surrounding fentanyl. Lauren?
Hello, I'm Lauren Werner from the Sierra Sacramento Valley Medical Society. Thank you for having me here today to provide you with important information about Narcan. There are 3 things I want to go over with you. Some vital statistics on opioids that demonstrate why this is such a critical issue, how to recognize and respond to an opioid overdose, and a review of some common myths. Sacramento statistics for 2021 showed that Sacramento experienced 223 opioid overdoses. 115 of those were due to fentanyl poisoning. For the entire state of California, we're at 7,175 opioid overdoses, with 5,961 of those being due to the fentanyl crisis. This is putting us at about 21 deaths per day. And Sacramento County, just this year so far, has lost 115 due to fentanyl and 714 since 2018. I just want to share with you a wonderful resource. It's the California Overdose Surveillance Dashboard. It's a great place to monitor what's happening in the opioid crisis, and just know that all these numbers are a snapshot in time and they fluctuate often. As the ease to purchase counterfeit pills online and fentanyl-related poisonings have risen dramatically, it is vital for those who work with youth to have Narcan on hand. So this is Narcan. It is a brand name for a chemical called naloxone, and it is an opioid antagonist. It is a life-saving, really approachable nasal spray. Each box has 2 doses in it, and each dose has 4 milligrams of naloxone in there. And a wonderful thing as well is in the moment can be pretty panicky. And so you know that on the front flap of each box, there are instructions, really simply put, 1, 2, and 3. And so the first step here is going to be seeing if this person is responsive. And a telltale sign of an opioid overdose is suffocation and unresponsiveness. And so we're looking for labored breathing, pale, ashen skin. There's not enough oxygen getting to the blood, and so their lips and their fingernails could be turning blue. And also if you see that they have pinpoint pupils when you open up their eye. Seeing if someone is responsive enough, it's really easy to do the sternum knuckle rub, so where you rub your knuckles on their sternum to stimulate them, or you can yell their name and they're not responding to you. This is a good time to administer the Narcan. And once you've determined they're unresponsive, you'll go to the package, open up the Narcan, take the nasal spray. You can hold it in your hand like this, and you press the button all the way down, putting the applicator into either one of their nostrils. It doesn't matter, whatever your preference is. Don't feel like you have to jam this all the way up their nose. It can only fit halfway up several people. You really just want to get the tip in there to be able to spray the naloxone. But then after you administer that first dose, you're going to wait 2 to 3 minutes. And in that 2 to 3 minutes, you want to provide rescue breathing or CPR just to make sure we're reoxygenating that blood. And also while we wait for EMS to arrive, please call EMS, because naloxone only lasts 30 to 90 minutes. And depending on the strength of the opioids in the person's system, they could return back into overdose. And so one of 3 things is going to happen when you provide the Narcan. Either they're going to wake up immediately and you'll have to provide space and reassure this person that you just provided them Narcan and that they're okay and they're in a safe place, and you're going to monitor them, make sure that they don't go back into overdose, and that EMS will be arriving. Or they're not going to be up and talking to you at all, but they will resume breathing. And in that case, you'll put them into the recovery position, which there's a photo of this also on the box here in stage 3. And that's just a comfortable position that allows the person to support themselves. So in case that they throw up or when they wake up, they're comfortable and the gravity doesn't cause them to choke on their own throat. And then the third thing is that there's no response. The person hasn't started breathing again. They haven't woken up yet. And so you'll continue to administer another dose of Narcan. And you can continue to administer doses until they wake up or until EMS arrives. So now I'd like to address some common myths. Narcan is extremely safe to use, even if you don't know why someone is unconscious. It only works for opioids, so it won't cause harm if the overdose is for something else. It is extremely safe for children, pets, pregnant women, you name it. Studies have now proven that having Narcan does not encourage drug use. Another important point to remember is that you cannot overdose from touching fentanyl. It has to get into your system in some way. So if you come in contact with some powders, just make sure to wash your hands and dispose of it properly and take those precautions. And be mindful if anyone has any powder residue on their mouth or their nose when you're providing CPR. Speaking from personal experience, it is much easier to have these difficult conversations than wish you could bring someone back from the dead. Thank you so much for taking care of each other.
Thank you, Lauren. All of us at SCOE are so grateful for your expertise and that you gave of your time to share such important information with our SCOE employees and the SCOE community. Easy access to Narcan, also known as naloxone, is critical. So for our SCOE employees, anytime you're here at SCOE, if for any reason you need to access Narcan, Narcan will be made available to you at the front desk in the main reception area of the David Meany Education Center. Please take what you need. SCOE will also have Narcan available at key employee events for SCOE employees who'd like to have their own personal box of Narcan to keep in your car or to keep at home. All employees are encouraged to have Narcan on hand in the event of an emergency. SCOE employees can also visit me in my office. It's on the second floor of the David Meany Center and ask for a box of Narcan. Thank you so much. Your actions make a difference.